Yeah, it's true. So first step is definitely for proper vision boards is understanding what you want through meditation and realizing who you are, knowing about yourself. So and second, what would be the second step then? So okay, I know what I want, and what would be the second step?
So, I mean, the way I would do it on my workshops is I'd actually work with more of a mood board first, and then work into a vision board. So, I actually called the mood boards shine boards, and I had a illustrator, amazing illustrator, do this design for me. Harrison Alcock is his name, and he does quite spiritual designs, and so you can't really probably see it so much because obviously I've coloured it in and everything, but it's a lighthouse. And the reason that I got this template done on these shine boards is so that because it's a very meditative process of colouring in and choosing all your colours and what you want and everything. And of course, the shine board is what is making you shine. So that's actually what's inside that makes you shine.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about finding you. So stay in your lighthouse and work out what makes you shine, and stop running out with a torch and trying to light onto other people, because that's never going to achieve happiness for you or for them. As soon as you work out what makes you shine inside, then actually you can then light up for everybody in your life.
Mm-hmm.
So shine boards are good, but they're a bit different. With the shine boards, it's different in the fact that they're more moods.
Mm-hmm.
It's something. What I recommend is you start looking for pictures when you're in this sort of calm meditative state, but you start looking for pictures that just feel good and you have no idea what they mean. Absolutely no idea.
So it's collecting information.
So it's collecting information and just I don't know what that is, but I'm just going to put that down there.
Yeah.
And then you go on to the vision board, which is more the with different specific things. So it could be on this one. I mean, there can be a combination. So if you have a look here, you've got all sorts of different things. But so it could be going to Australia, or it could be getting a bike, or different things like that. But it's more. I don't know if you realise that they were a lot more hard. The lady on the bike was laughing and there was a lot more sort of feeling to it, rather than, oh, I'm just going to get a holiday brochure and cut out this package holiday that I want to go to. That's not going to float anybody's boat, really, apart from a travel agent who's rubbing their palms together. You really, really need to get something that grabs you, and maybe even something. I mean, it's a bit of a dangerous thing going to past holidays and stuff, because you don't want to think too much about other experiences. But if you could get something that just really pushes a button, then that's what will work in a much more powerful sense. So
it's like emotions in a way.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Emotion. They've got to speak to your emotions, because that's our most powerful vibration. So when we are tuned in, well, that's when we get our alignment, because our desire is so strong, because it's full of passion, and so that is when the vibration is the strongest, and that's when manifestation can take place, because of that reason.
Yeah. So that's the second step. It's mood boards or shine boards, and then it's the vision boards.
Yes. I mean, obviously, if you're doing it at home, you can just combine it. But this is if I'm taking somebody through the whole process, then I would do both, so that they can. Because the other thing that we do with the shine boards is work out your values and work out what's important to you right now.
Yeah.
And try and get a temperature check of where you are and that sort of thing. So it's a bit more about finding out about yourself, the shine board, whereas the vision board is more about what you actually want.
Yeah, I see. The thing is also, what about the vision boards? Like, how long can you do it in one night? To stick everything in one night, or can because, for example, I found that it's easy for me, one night, I don't want to put on myself pressure. Sometimes I look at the magazines, okay, I found some picture. Okay, I cut it and put it in. So it takes me sometimes even 2 or 3 months. I still not finished mine, but still it's like work in progress. I know. Is that right? Or
Yeah, I think whatever is right for you, as long as you are following those rules that I said before, where you don't have any interference and you just completely zoning into what you're doing. And the danger, of course, doing it over a couple of months is things will change. But that's fine, because if you just collect the pictures over time and then wait to stick it all at once in a few months, then you'll have a nice clear picture of what you want. So that's another way of doing it.
Yeah. So, and also another thing I came across, I thought like, oh, my dream is too expensive. You know, like, well, for example, let's say, same example, house example, for example, I picked up the picture, villa near the sea, by the sea, and I like everything about it. But then I realized, oh, how much will it cost? Oh, what should I do? Oh, should I choose some smaller bungalow?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So, what should I do in that case? Should I still stick and put it in, or in a way it is my limiting belief, and or would you recommend still go dream big and go ahead?
Well, I think again that's down to the individual. Limiting beliefs are something that we have as a child, and over time we start thinking that these things are true about ourselves, when actually it isn't. None of it's true. I mean, you look at Richard Branson and Lord Sugar, and you know they've come from rags to riches because they've had that belief where so they've managed to not have any negativity to get in their way, and so that they've managed to get exactly what they want. And we've all got that ability within us, but it's whether we have the whole sort of the whole amount of confidence and strength and whatever it is to believe that that's what we want. But we'll only know that once we start looking at who we are and what is our true desire.
Yeah.
So it could be that you actually don't want that big house, and it could be that you just want something small with less housework and less, that's not your concern. Or it could be that you do want this detached house, and it's got to be, with a garden, so that you've got kids to play in the garden and blah blah blah. So it could be that, but that motivation is so different. That motivation is then about your family, of how they fit into that house, rather than it looking with pillars outside and stuff like that. So that's the difference. It is when you start doing this, you'll naturally start to understand what it is that you truly want. If people struggle with this is where I recommend doing a bit more work on understanding themselves more, and some of these value exercises and things like that. But on the whole, I think the more you do this, especially if you do mind calm or something or meditation, then you just start getting it. You start tuning in.
I see. Yeah, it's true in a way. Like I had the session, mind calm session with you at workshop, and yeah, it clicked. Clicked, and then from that on, just other things happen as well. Just kind of step by step, and I was more open and more positive as well. And it's like other things, some stuff happens and still keep happening, which I didn't expect. I wanted it, but I didn't expect. So because maybe I was in a line with myself.
That's the beauty, and that's where I get really excited. If I could get any more excited, but yeah, it's because that's where magic works. And I said to somebody recently, it is a bit like the Mary Poppins film. And when the children write on the piece of paper that they want the perfect nanny, and that she had to have this, had to have that. I think they did her hair in a certain way. And obviously it's all about her being kind and this, but and the whole thing came from their hearts, rather than the dad that does, right, we've got to get this. And of course all the nannies run off because they're little tearaways. And so they do this lovely letter, send it up to the chimney. The dad rips it up and it goes up in the chimney. And then of course the magic happens and it still filters up and Mary Poppins appears. it happens. It seriously happens. So when you're doing these things, when you get involved with this, it can be word for word. And I've had so many instances where this happens, and every time I'm like, oh my god, that's so freaky. Have I just like created out of a cauldron this thing, this person, or this job, or this whatever? And it's very wonderful. But but sometimes it's also a bit like like I said before about my friend. Be careful what you wish for, because it's like, oh, I didn't think I meant that. I thought I meant that. Oh, okay, all right, that's fine. I'll go with life. I trust life.
So. Yeah, funny you mentioned many problems, because I had before twice I did like proper lists and in different time of my life, and I attracted some certain men in my life. Well, it's one of the men it was, and I wrote down certain characteristics like blonde, this height, and other things. All came true, but I missed the heart bit and other things, and like
so you got the outer shell, but not the heart. Okay.
Well, yeah, not the main important stuff. Like I realized that you need in relationship, you need someone together to row the boat together in one direction, not opposite direction. So I changed it on my new list. I didn't put any heights or weights or anything like that. I just put certain things regarding kindness, love, and that's we're supposed to roll together in one direction. And it's and also I put that he's supposed to be in sports.
Did you? Wow!
And a few other things, and it all came true. So.
Yeah, and it does. It really does.
That's why you need to be careful what you wish for.
Do.
Really.
Yes,
that's why you need to realize. And one more question I have as well. I wrote it down here for myself. How long will it take? Because sometimes you put on the board some stuff, you feel that it's yours, you understand that it's yours, but how long it will take in time frame to come like life?
Yes, yeah. So how long does it manifest? Well, it just depends, and it could be because again you have to have faith in life, and life knows when you're ready. So it could be that something that you're aspiring for could still be years away, but it's still great to have it there, and it will keep the wheels turning in that right direction for you to have what it is. So for mine, for the last how long have I been doing them? About 8 years. I've always had something to do with me writing, but I actually only started my first book last year, so it took a long time for that to actually happen. So so you can't be in a rush with these things. They have to be, because everything that you desire will come to you at the right time, and that's, you just need to have faith in that. Sometimes that's quite hard, especially when you're in a position where you do want something so desperately now. But I think my recommendation in that instance would be to just keep trying and just keep putting it out there, and keep making the wheels turn in the right way. Don't ever give up, because that's something that's important to you, and it will happen. But life knows when you're ready, and that's the key.
That's true. And also you mentioned about the book. I just wanted to say that Vicky, she's Victoria Kate, Vicky, she's writing a book right now, and what is it about exactly?
The book I'm writing at the moment is basically about about love and surviving heartbreak, and about being a single parent, all very some things that I've been going through. But it's also a lot of help, hopefully, for those that are going through a very similar sort of thing. And there's going to be another book eventually that's more about the mind calm for children as well, because there's that's with Sandy Newbegin, so that's a project that's on the back burner after this book.
That's great. And also I know the story you mentioned to me that you put it on the board, mood boards, something about your book, like hearts or something like that.
Oh yes, I did. Yeah, that was.
Can you show that?
Yeah, that was. It's actually I have a lot. I have hearts everywhere, all around my house, and in fact they're on all of the vision boards. But the latest one I did, which was this one in last autumn, and I'm not a lover of autumn, but I found this big heart, and I just loved it. And I was like, why? Because I hate autumn, so why did I get attracted to that? And obviously it's the biggest thing on there. And at the time I didn't really know, because in my logic side it was like, well, that looks ugly. I don't want to play, like we're going on about looks again. But I thought, no, I just really want it right in the middle. And so I did, and of course ended up writing a book about love. And to me, it's now everything I look around, it's quite obvious that it was always meant to be, because that's me.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, it's true. And also another thing, last question. So another thing you said, that everything you wish for is meant to happen in a way. So sometimes I feel like, I want too many things. It's like, oh God, or maybe it's not right, like I feel sometimes maybe I should maybe kind of short on my dreams or cut them or something like that. So what do you reckon? Is it okay to have more dreams?
Yeah, I think when you're doing these processes that we've discussed tonight, that you'll naturally start realising what's more important to you at this moment in time. But again, it can sideball you, because curveball you even. For example, I did in this workshop, this was the quickest manifestation that I ever had. So it's this one here. And at the time I was going through a divorce, and I didn't have a very nice bedroom. I was like a student. And at the time I just thought, I don't care, I'm just not interested in whatever. And then I did this vision board, and I was just attracted to this pretty flowery bedroom with butterflies and all sorts. And I, at the time, didn't understand that. It just made no sense in my logic. So that's why I did a really small picture, and the rest of it was other stuff that I thought, no, I want this. Well, I'll put this on because I don't know, it makes me feel good. On the Monday, I'd bought the whole lot in a sale. I'd gone into a shop, and there was a sale full of floral cushions and God knows what, butterflies, the lot. And it was purely coincidental. Actually, I don't believe in that word, because I think life delivers to us at the right time. But I just walked into the shop, there it was, and it wasn't until I had it all in my hand, I was like, oh my God, that's the quickest time it's manifested. And it's still now really important to me. It was part of my healing. Being surrounded every night by beautiful things, it was really important. But I had no knowledge that would make a difference to my healing. So I think it's those sort of things. Sometimes life will intervene and say, yeah, just put it down. I know you think you've got a lot of stuff, but just put it down, and we'll see what happens. And yeah.
So it's not so bad that I have too many wishes.
No, not at all.
So and now we have Q&A time. So we have questions and answers.
How long should you meditate for before putting together a mood or vision board? Which is a really good question. And what if you are new to meditation? If you're new to meditation, I would recommend you do some sort of introductory course. There's mindfulness courses. I'll be running introductory courses in June as well. So I think it's good, because it's a tool for life. It's something that is absolutely essential. So I think, and for how long? If you actually do meditate, then I would just do like a normal meditation practice that you use. So it doesn't have to be anything different. So for my meditation practice, it's usually about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So I'd do that first, and then I'd go into doing the actual mood and vision board. And then what's that?
Lucy also asked here, how frequently should you, just a second, just open up.
How frequently should you do a vision board? I wouldn't actually do too many in 1 year. In fact, I would actually only do one a year. So I recommend you do it in the seasons that suit you, that where you find that you create more. So for me, winter I'm in here, and then summer I'm out here. So it's trying to find those transition times of maybe autumn and spring. Um, but I would, if I was doing a mood board as well, I'd do the mood board a few months before the vision board. So because they are mapped together, they're your map. So I'd start with a mood board, wait for about 2 or 3 months, and or start collecting stuff, and then you'll go into your vision board. But yeah.
That's fine then. So I have already put the websites, Vicky's website. So it's www.victoria-kate.com. Also, you can find her under Victoria Kate. Victoria Kate on her Facebook page, and you can like her Facebook page.
Yeah, it's Victoria. It's the same actually, victoria-kate.com on the.
Oh,
so that's the business one. Yeah, I've got the personal one as well. So
.com. So that's, I just will put that sent to all. Yeah, and you can find her.
That's clever.
Yeah. So you can find her there as well. And that's all. I think we discussed everything what we wanted to discuss. And
thank you very much for coming.
Thank you so much for coming as well. It's my pleasure as well. It's my own interest as well, because I wanted to know as well. And I hope you enjoyed it as well. Enjoyed the video and our interaction, and all the knowledge which Victoria shared with you as well. So, and I hope you will all use that as well, and it will help you out to achieve your dreams and go forward. If you have more questions, please contact Vicky.
Yes. Yeah.
On her email or on her website as well. So yeah, she would be able to reply to you, or just generally have a look and find out more information. I'm sure it's something would be really helpful to use too.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.